Good morning. Happy Wednesday, darlings. It is day 2 of post planning. This is the last round for the school year, y'all. And yes, I am super excited and ready to get this day started. So, very casual today. Got my mom life t-shirt on, field day shorts. Let's see, can't get the sneakers in there. We'll get them. Good morning. And we have the lovely Mrs. Thomas. Aww. She's thebone.com. All right, so we've made it inside the classroom now. And I've turned on all of the lights, except my LED lights here. And I need the LED lights for vibrations, okay? We need a good vibe. So we're gonna make sure we light it all the way up. Let me see here. We're gonna light it all the way up. Okay, so you know, we've got to figure out what is on the agenda for the day, right? So I have my small group pocket charts here that I'm not going to take them down. There I go being oily again. But we don't like dull. We don't like dull, okay? I'm going to take all the paper and the signage down, but I'm going to leave the chart up. So I have one there on that back wall. I'm going to leave those leaves up as well, my palm leaves, because I'm not about to be hot going that all over again in August. And then I have another chart, or what I call chalk it, up front as well, and I have to remove those tabs and the signage. So that's on the docket for the day. I've got this lovely cart behind me that I'll be rolling around at the top of the day. The workday begins at 8. It's currently 7:54. I pulled up around 7:45 today. I wasn't here at 6:45 like yesterday. Even though honestly, y'all, getting here super early yesterday felt amazing because I was able to be like the first one at the printer. And if you know what the printing life is like, you know what I mean. You know why that's a win. So, yeah, I have to get those chockets taken care of. And somebody's probably saying, why are you saying chocket? Because it's a chart with pockets. So I just put it together. It's a chocket. What else? Roll my card around so that I can get my signatures and be signed off for the day. And then, oh, y'all, look at these little earrings. I don't know why I'm obsessed with these. They're so cute to me. But I have that to do. Lunch is at 11. So I'm just trying to get my game plan together for pre-lunch. So I've got to roll my cart around. I've got to get my chockets taken care of. And then I am going to, that's right, I've got to do my labels. So I know you probably remember me speaking on this in the first video about how I needed to go through and update all my labels. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. We should be able to take care of all of that from pre-lunch. So a morning announcement just rolled out. The principal just rolled an announcement out at 7:56, which means even though the workday doesn't begin until 8 o'clock, people are already in work mode. The building is already on go. So that means I better go ahead and get this cart rolling, y'all. Because I can come back in here and do these labels, but I need to go ahead and get my signatures. That means some people are probably here for me to get a head start on my signatures. So here we go. I will take y'all around with me. But I don't know how that's going to turn out. We'll see. If I don't take you around with me, then I'll see you after I get some signatures, a couple of signatures. All right, darlings. Okay, So, darlings, before I get to rolling with my cart, I just wanted to kind of share a quick little piece here. I am an avid reader. Like, I love reading, especially growth mindset type of reads. So I wanted to share this before I hit the hallways. I am currently reading this book here entitled A Year of Positive Thinking, Daily Inspiration, Wisdom, Encouraged by Cindy Spiegel. So for today, the reading for June 1st, because it's finally June. We're finally in the month of June, y'all. Juneteenth is coming around. But the read for today for June 1st, because the book breaks it down by each calendar day. And so June 1st says, "You've never gone too far to turn back." And it reads, even if you've traveled miles in one direction, you can always turn around. Now, when I first read this a couple of seconds ago, I was like, why would anybody want to turn around? Because if you're like myself, once I'm moving forward, I don't look back. And so I had to think, why would that be a positive way to think, oh, I can turn around? And so then I got to thinking about it. I could see that being positive for two reasons. One, if I'm turning around to say thank you, right? Pause. Okay, so that was another announcement moment, but what I was saying was, no matter how far down the line we get, it can be 5 to 15 to 20 years later, if you just think about certain people or person that has really impacted your life, even to the very moment that you're living in, without them even knowing, possibly, it's always okay to say thank you. It's okay to turn back around and go say thank you. So I thought that was actually befitting when you think about it from that perspective. And then the other perspective I thought of was, a lot of times we make mistakes, innocent mistakes, some mistakes that were birthed out of frustration or anger or what have you, or just, like I said, just purely innocent mistakes. Because if you're like me, I do a lot of trial and error when I want to see change. And the good thing about it is, even though we make those mistakes, we always can start back over at point one and, try to trace that thing out differently. So I thought that was really good. No matter the direction you're going in, you can always hit that refresh start button and say, you know what, it didn't work. Let me go back to the drawing board and let's start it again. So honestly, even though I was side-eyeing June 1st's reading for today, I had to start thinking about that. You know what? Yeah, sometimes it is okay to go backwards and simply say thank you, or just to start back at the drawing board for a more desired result. So that's a little inspo for today. All right, so let's go ahead and get these signatures, okay? Okay, so on my cart, you may see an array of things. I have and I'm doing this cart because I don't want to come back and forth to the room, even though I'm looking forward to getting my steps in. Currently, we're at 900. Whoop. Let's see. And it needs wiping. Currently, we're at 966 steps. Don't mind that trash, y'all. It has to come get picked up. But we're at 966 steps, which is not a lot at all, especially for myself in the mornings. But, to God be the glory. We're going to make sure we get those steps up. I ended up at 13,000 yesterday. I was really happy and proud of myself. But today, I'm going to get steps in. But I thought it would be really smart to just go ahead and get my cart loaded up with things that I would need for my end of year checklist rounds. So I have my checklist. I have... these spoons are not needed, but let's see. I have my checklist. I have some disinfectant wipes. That's not for anyone but myself. I have some gloves. I've got my key. Got my mask as I go around. I've got a pen so that I can just have it in case I need to sign off on anything. And if they don't have, if the designated person doesn't have a pen, I'll have one there ready. Got a remote here that I've got to get checked in. Got my other supplies. Got my positive thinking book just in case I need to stop for a moment and get some more positive thinking going. Honestly, I'm in a very positive space. I'm naturally a person that's high on life, because I see beauty and gratitude in everything. I don't feel like anything, I don't feel entitled to everything. I know that I am worthy and I'm worth it all, but that doesn't mean, you know, that I will get it all, if that makes sense. I'm grateful for when God allows me to just overflow with blessings and opportunity and just all of the goodness. So I've got my F&P kit here that I've got to get checked in. Got my second stub. I think I actually got that one checked in yesterday, so I could take that one off the cart, but let's go ahead and get it rolling. My station is set up. I've got my water on the go for when I get thirsty, and I've got my disinfectant spray just because I am a germaphobe, y'all. But on top of that, I just, come on, you know, do I have to explain? Like, cleanliness is the closest thing to godliness, right? So we are rolling. Y'all, I caught myself being great, but obviously I am beating everybody to the punch this morning. No one is ready to sign off for me yet. So I'm just walking around with my cart until someone rolls up. All right, you all, so I just had to stop by the music teacher's room because y'all know music is it's my first heart. And I just wanted to say we have the most amazing, oh, my pen's all in the way, the most amazing music teacher ever, Mr. LZ. Bomb.com, top tier, okay? I'm trying to see if he will let me get in the studio with him. How about that? Okay, so I am back from getting signatures. I am all good. There are a couple more that I have to get done, but those require the designated persons to come and sign off on it themselves. So I am good to go, ready to rock and roll. It is 8:50, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started on these labels. Labeling. All right, so y'all know what we have. I am going to start over here. What do y'all think I should label this? It's like books, materials, resources. It's looking like some math, writing, and science, so I shouldn't do it by subject area because there's a blend there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take another closer look at what I have on these shelves because it's looking like some things still need to be thrown out. And then I'm probably actually gonna get started pre-planning, to be real with you, because I'm not gonna just look for things to do. Like, it's good. It's good, Mrs. Johnson. It's good, Jazzily Johnson. By the way, y'all, my name is not Jasmine, in case you were thinking the Jazzily came from that. I just like to be Jazzy, darling. All right, let me stop. Let's get started. Y'all, so I have to have a vibe, right? So got my music going. I'm going to have it projected in a moment here, but I just wanted you to see what I was on while I work. Yesterday I was on a hip hop vibe. Today I need a little gospel. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. It's like, oh, let's keep this inspiration going. All right, let's get to work. Okay, darlings, it has been a busier day than expected. It's actually lunchtime now. It's 11:16. We went to lunch. We went out. It's lunchtime. Started at 11, but man, we had to, as a team, file some folders into the students' permanent record files so that they could be shipped off to the middle school. So wanted to go ahead and get that done before leaving for lunch. And so we finished that at around 11:02. And then now I'm out. I called Libby to see what he wanted because we had food at the house, but I really didn't know if they had gotten everything or eaten everything up, because when I'm away, like he and baby girl, they go ahead and do their thing in the kitchen, okay? But anyhow, he requested one of these the tastiest treat that I've come across this season from Starbucks, and I was like, oh my goodness, yes, I want that too. And y'all let me know if y'all tried it, but it's the key lime coconut bar. Those things are fire. Those things are fire. So I'm about to head to go get us each a key lime coconut lime bar. Did I just say that backwards? I was going to say, I hope this line isn't ridiculous because I'm not trying to be sitting in line like on my lunch break. That's not what we're trying to do. So I'm hurry up and get through this line, or hurry up and get to the line, and I hope that by the way, I am not holding my phone, so don't worry. Or I'm not holding the camera. Yeah, so we're gonna hurry up and get through this line. While I'm at it, I think I'm going to go ahead and grab. Let me take my camera. Okay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and like get me a decaf frappuccino, caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino with oat milk, no whipped cream. I think I'm gonna go ahead and treat myself to that because it's the last day. It's the official last day of the school year, y'all. I'm in good spirits, you know. Can't nobody bring this vibe down. I'm in great spirits. So go ahead and get this. So honestly, I don't remember. I think the last time we were chatting, I was cleaning off my desk, disinfecting it, wiping it down, and then I began completing a survey that I needed to do for a student. So it was like an end of the year 504 type of survey. So I needed to get that done, and that's what I was doing last. And then, you know, some team teachers came in. We kind of did some collaborative prepping, I guess you could call it. It's not prepping, but we were like making sure things were in place so that we were good as a team. Give me one moment. Okay. So we were doing things as a team, trying to make sure we were good and covered. And so we're good there. That way, now when I get back to the building, I can just focus strictly on like some pre-planning.
Sorry about the wait. What can I get started for you?
Yes, I will have 2 lime frosted coconut bars, please, along with a caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino with oat milk, no whipped cream, and I would like decaf coffee.
Sorry, you can say the drink again for me. I'm sorry.
Sure, it's a grande caramel ribbon crunch Frappuccino with oat milk, no whipped cream, and I want decaf coffee in that.
Okay. Anything else for you?
That would be it.
All right. Just give me $13.99 for the bill.
Thank you. So, yeah, no. Whew. So yeah, once I get back to the school, the game plan is to, y'all, I still have not put the labels. I said I was gonna put some like tape labels up to kind of like update my closet, like the inside of the closet, but I haven't done that yet because I ended up doing the collaborative exercise that we had going on, and then so now when I get back to the school, I will need to update those labels with a fresh piece of tape, fresh taping. Our instructional coach came by, kind of checked my things, and she told me that she did have some more subject area labels that I could use. So I'm going to go and pick those up. I needed one for ELA and one for science. And really mostly just science, but I'm gonna go ahead and take an extra one for ELA as well. So I've got to put those labels up for my subject area shelves, and then I've got to do the labels for the inside of my closet, which won't be much at all because like I said, I'm just going to throw on some new taping, and then I'll write on with a Sharpie marker what each shelf is for. And then after that, I'm going to just go ahead and jump into pre-planning. So I have a 12:30 meeting with a small group for PBIS. So I've got to meet with my PBIS small group team so that we can go over our game plan for the special area we've been assigned to. That shouldn't take too long, maybe 30 minutes tops. And then after that, I want to really be able to get in and focus on like some pre-planning stuff. And so when I say pre-planning, I'm thinking let's go ahead and gather up some icebreaker activities for when we return in August, Lord's willing. Let's go ahead and gather up some word works activities. That's what I consider pre-planning. I want to go ahead and look into the district's pacing guide and see if they've even uploaded, this next upcoming school year's pacing guide. And if so, I want to go ahead and start organizing materials together for my standards. And thankfully, I already have some resources available on paper for the students. I could just make some copies of it. I know for sure for some math standards in certain units, but I really want to start from the beginning. That way I can be prepared for like that first month to 2 months of school. Like that's just where I am with it, because I am determined to only work my contract hours this school year. I did so much better this year than I did last, but I want to get even more efficient. Some of you may actually recall me on yesterday or in yesterday's vlog talking about, or if I didn't put it up yesterday, the last vlog, the very first vlog, I talked about how I wanted to get more efficient with my time. And so one way to do that is to go ahead and pre-plan. And do that with a strong attention span and focus, and get it done. So that's what we're doing. That's the game plan. All right. Oh, y'all, it is finished. It is finished. This school year is done. Job well done. Listen, I didn't capture as much as I wanted to capture today. I just didn't. There's nothing else for me to say about that. I just didn't. I got caught up with just everything. So I was productive. I had to end up moving some more furniture around, getting everything to, making sure that everything was in one area, specific area of the room. And I told you I had a meeting that I needed to attend from PBIS. What else? Getting getting labels done. I was able to do that. Got that survey submitted, the paperwork. Got all of that submitted. All of my documentation and everything of that nature has been submitted. So we are good. It is over. I am off to my summer break. And it feels amazing. I don't even know where to begin. I stopped by the gas station and gassed up a little bit after I left work. Grabbed a few drinks, like a few Coke Zeros, a couple of Coke Zeros, and now I am about to just go into the house and just relax. So I was saying I'm just gonna go in and relax now. I do still have to get my workout in today, but I'm gonna wait for it to cool down. It's currently 91 degrees outdoors, and you know what? I'm not gonna deal with a heat stroke because I can work out inside or indoors for all I care. I'm not gonna do a lot of extra now, so I'll wait for it to cool down outside. That way I can get my walk and jog in, but everything else will probably be done indoors unless it really cools down for real later and I end up doing everything workout related outdoors. Well, we shall see. I'm just right now, am I alone, or are there others of you out there that really just kind of wait around in the car sometimes before you walk inside, and it's just like, all right, let me have a minute to just recoup before I go jump into wifey and mommy mode, or whatever role you have at home. I'm just trying to, recoup before I go in. So today was a good day, all in all. Got all my signatures and approval and all of that. Chopped it up with with the team. When I say the team, I mean just people around the school, like staff and faculty around the school. Everyone's looking forward to this summer break and just allowing themselves to refresh mentally and emotionally. So that's really great. What are your summer plans as a teacher? What are your summer plans? Are you going to go ahead and look into activities or resources for the next upcoming school year? Are you going to get into a good book? Are you going to, I gotta obviously get into the scan. I need to get my life together, but I think now that school is out, stress levels are going to go down. They're going to plummet. And I'm not going to say work stresses me out, because I don't allow work to stress me out. But I think not all stress is bad stress. I've experienced some good stress. And then I have I guess, when your body is just busy, it just kind of the stress, it's stress mode. It's in stress mode. So my question for you is, how are you going to decompress this summer? What are you going to do this summer to decompress? What are you going to do this summer to maintain balance now that you're not having to work in the classroom? And hopefully that's your intent. Me, for this first month, for sure, I will not do anything related to, school. Like, I want to allow my brain to truly recharge and refresh. Whew. So even though school is out, as far as my teacher life goes, I am now about to embark upon this first day of class for myself as a student. So while I am a full-time teacher, 5th grade teacher, I am also a full-time student. I'm getting my second master's degree, and this master's degree is in education. So I should be completing the program by next year, like next summer, next spring, next summer, around that time. So I am ready for that to be over and done. I have been gaining pearls and tools and a few resources throughout the program, but if I be honest and transparent, these are all things that I just learned on the job, and I think the course just kind of, or not the course, but the program just kind of, adds to it. It builds upon what I'm actually having to do, like, in the classroom. So it's a blessing to be able to do it, but it's going to be a blessing when I graduate. Let's be real about that. So that class begins tonight at 4:30. Thank God it's virtual, so I have to do that this summer, and today's the first day of summer school for me as a student. So that's another reason why my brain is trying to wrap around what all has to happen now. Only meet once a week, so that's good. That's going to be every Wednesday, and the rest is just, I guess, like free time. Not really free time, but yeah. So I'm going to stop babbling here, and I'm going to get in the house and go enjoy my loves up until it's time for me to get into my class for tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and y'all, I'm so lost for words right now because I'm just kind of like, yo, I need to chill. Like, I need to chill. I feel like I've been on go, and I mean, I've been in good, positive spirits all day. Like, I'm good, but it's time to relax now. I've exerted energy, so I need to allow myself to recharge, unplug and recharge. After this class tonight, I'm definitely going to be able to really recharge. But again, seriously, hopefully you are learning, hopefully you are growing, and hopefully you are loving. Until next time, my darlings, learning with Jazzily Johnson.